Good morning, Georgia. How are you guys doing this morning? It's so good to be with you today in my home state of Georgia. I'm actually from the Fayette County area. I'm a wife, a mother to 3 boys, and yes, a second trimester dilation and evacuation abortion survivor. When I was 21 years old, I discovered a secret that changed the trajectory of my life. I had just graduated from the University of Georgia. My plan was to go into broadcast journalism, but God was calling me to do something different. He had a different plan for my life. So on June 20th of 2004, my mom walked into my bedroom with tears in her eyes, and she said, "Lauren, you've always known that you were born 13 weeks premature, but what you didn't know were all of the circumstances that were surrounding your premature birth." You see, I was 18 years old. I was a college freshman, and having a baby was not part of my plan. My mom went to 4 different abortion clinics, 6 different abortion appointments in 3 different states. My dad was opposed to my mom's plan, and he was praying that God would intervene. And at each clinic, God answered the prayers of my dad and intervened in my mom's plan. Miracle after miracle. In fact, 15 miracles in all that God did to save my life. At the 4th clinic my mom went to, she actually began a 2-day dilation and evacuation abortion procedure. If you're not familiar with that procedure, they take a seaweed toothpick type substance called laminaria, insert it into the woman's cervix. It fully dilates her cervix. They send her back home to dilate painfully overnight, and then they pull the baby out piece by piece, limb by limb. That was the procedure that my mom was signed up for. She had the laminaria inserted into her cervix. And in the middle of the night that night, my dad called and begged my mom to reconsider. My mom told my dad that if he would drive to the abortion clinic, that she was 90% sure she would not go through with the rest of the procedure. My dad went to the home of a young married couple named Bill and Jana, who gave him gas money to make the nearly 5-hour drive from North Little Rock, Arkansas to Dallas, Texas. My mom and dad went into the abortionist and told him they were not going to go through with the rest of the procedure. My mom was courageous. She faced a lot of risks, and she chose my life anyway. Praise God. Through the prayers, encouragement, and support of my dad and that young married couple named Bill and Jana, my life was saved. But on July 26, 1982, my mom woke up in the middle of the night in premature labor, most likely as a result of that dilation and evacuation abortion procedure that she stopped in the middle. I was born at just 26 weeks. I fit in the palm of their hand. I weighed 2 pounds, 6 ounces, measured only 13 inches long. Miraculously, despite my tiny size, I had very few complications from my premature birth. I spent 53 days in the NICU, and a couple of weeks after I was discharged from the hospital, my parents actually got married, and I was able to be at their wedding. Today, my parents have been married for 43 years. I'm the oldest of 3 girls, and my parents have 5 grandsons. I have the opportunity today to be a wife and a mother because my mom chose life for me, because God intervened, because my dad prayed courageous, bold prayers and went to great lengths to rescue me. My life and the lives of my 3 boys are all miracles. They would not be here today had my mom gotten what she wanted. I am living proof that every life matters, that no life is an accident, that our God doesn't make mistakes. I am the face of those babies that you are here marching for today. My mom's story is the story of a woman who was deceived and who believed the lie that abortion is a quick fix to a problem. But I can tell you from watching my mom's journey that abortion only caused more problems. I have watched my mom receive healing and forgiveness. And we can share the message of hope today that our God is a God of miracles, that our God has a plan for every life he creates, and that every life is a gift. And I am living proof of that. Thank you all so much for being here and for marching today.